right, yeah, thank you for coming to this kickoff meeting today. As a computer scientist myself, I'm really excited to see the use of machine learning to aid in the discovery of materials. In fact, I just came like last 5-10 minutes, and if you look at this slide, you might be thinking this is like a computer science conference. So it's truly interdisciplinary. It's really amazing. And I just learned a new term last week, autonomous experimentation, and really understand it at a high level on how to use machine learning to speed up lab experiments. Hopefully I got that part right, but it sounds really exciting. Now, from the education point of view, I'm also really excited that many of our PhD students will have this opportunity to learn about machine learning, autonomous experimentation, and also putting it broadly in the context of climate change and science policy. And as far as graduate training is concerned, there will be certificate programs coming out of this effort that will benefit not only PhD students, but also our professional master students as well. And I think many of them will be interested to take classes when they're here, they're in this area. So the last thing I want to talk about is diversity, equity, and inclusion. A strong and diverse engineering school is really vital for scientific discovery and excellence. And we are very committed to that. All incoming PhD students have to undergo unbiased conscious training as part of their responsible training of research, or RCR. And just last month, we had a really successful celebration of diversity on campus in our engineering school, where we brought together many student organizations, different cultural groups, and I see some of you who were actually at the event as well, to really celebrate the diversity among our student population. Wellness is something we are very emphasize a lot as well. And so we have held a series of wellness workshops in the areas of stress management, enhancing effective communication, and even mindfulness training. And so in the context of this NRT grant, we will continue to expand our DEI efforts and wellness to make sure all PhD students, all graduate students are supported. And so once again, I'm really pleased to be here today, and congratulations on a very successful kickoff. And I'm sure many of us will be looking forward to all the great research and education that will be emerged from this program. Thank you.
Thanks, Boon. We'll hear a few comments now from Beth.
Thank you all. They don't make these podiums for people my size, as you see. I'm really so pleased to be with you today as you close this fabulous symposium. I know I'm the only thing between you and food, so I promise I'll be very brief. As you heard, I'm the grad dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, and I must confess, I may be the only non-scientist in the room. In fact, I'm an historian and a humanist. But one of the most wonderful things I've learned in my time as graduate dean is just how vibrant and dynamic our STEM communities are here at Penn. The School of Arts and Sciences has about 7 STEM-related groups that are all pushing forward the boundaries of science in a variety of different ways. And this initiative is a shining example of that kind of innovation. What you are doing in pioneering ways to use autonomous experimentation promises, I think, although I don't know as well as you know, probably nothing less than a revolution. Your ability to design, synthesize, and use new applications provides fresh possibilities for experimentation and novel forms of theoretical and computational approaches. For me, as a non-scientist, what is so exciting about this kind of research is the social impact that it will have in terms of policy, climate, politics, health, and a host of other innovations that impact our daily lives. This initiative demonstrates the interconnectedness of fields and takes us out of our research silos in ways that are both generative and forward-looking. The interdisciplinarity of these various approaches and the interfaces between chemistry, physics, material science, biology, and chemical engineering are emblematic of what this NSF-NRT program can accomplish. And beyond that, it's a model for what graduate training can and should be in the 21st century. At Penn, we're excited about building a supportive and inclusive culture that fosters this kind of innovation, not only in science, but in the fundamental way that we conceive of the processes and environments that fuel discovery in higher education. Congratulations on launching this promising program, and it's my privilege to be an institutional partner in these pioneering efforts. Thank you very much.
So Beth, you aren't the last person between them and refreshments. It's me. Just give me, please, 2 minutes of your time, folks. So just to summarize, I think today's presentations, we started off with Keith Brown, who told us about how autonomous optimization can be used to design high energy absorbing manufactured structures, and more importantly, I think gave graduate students some insight how they might operationalize. And I know I've been working with my Wharton colleagues too long if I use the word operationalize. Operationalize what they're doing in the laboratory or simulations in terms of AE. We heard great presentations from our students to see little snapshots of where they're evolving as NERT fellows or NERT leverage students. Andrea told us about how materials can learn like the brain, using autonomous learning and using electrical networks as models. And then we heard Heather real-world experiences and getting us excited really about how paint dries. So with that, just want to make a few more announcements. Recordings of talks, except for the Dow talk, will be available in 7 to 10 days. I want to thank people who made today possible, you for attending and sticking it out all day. Lamont in the back has been phenomenal doing AV all day. NERT fellows, great presentations, NERT supporters and community. Those of you who are graduate students in this room, Anna, I'm looking forward to seeing applications for the next call for NERT fellows. Very importantly, special thanks go to Kristen. Kristen's sort of the intellectual, mentoring, just a driving force really behind the NERT and today's symposium. So let's give Kristen a round of applause. Sure, that was really embarrassing for her, but she deserves it. Students, as I mentioned, look forward to upcoming NRT-SoftAE programming and calls for you to join the program. Okay, so now we're going to have refreshments here behind me. There'll be refreshments until 3:40. The external board will then meet and sing 035, which is in the basement. Just keep following the stairs and go down. So at 3:45, we'll have our external board meeting. And I think you all know who you are. And at 3:45, we'll also have the trainees go to sing 313 to meet with our external evaluator so she could interview you. So with that, we end this session, and please join me and everyone for refreshments.